A 20-year-old computer engineering student starts getting unknown calls and messages that seem to know where he is at all times. He can't figure out who's watching him, or why. Then a mysterious 22-year-old woman from his own university steps out of the shadows, and the harassment turns into a full nightmare. What begins on campus quickly leads to an unknown skyscraper, an attic prison, and a dark web livestream where a 3-day countdown is set for something horrifying. And as the timer gets closer to zero, he realizes he may only get one chance to survive. Chapter 1. The First Call. I was 20, a computer engineering student who lived on caffeine, deadlines, and the quiet hope that life would stay predictable. My world was simple: lectures, labs, and late nights chasing bugs in code that never wanted to work. The first call came while I was in the computer lab. My phone buzzed across the desk, and the screen showed unknown number. I let it ring out. IT buzzed again. Unknown. Then a text. I see you. I stared at the words like they were a prank from a classmate. I looked around the lab. A couple of students were laughing at something on a screen. No one looked at me. I told myself it was nothing. Spam. A wrong number. Anything. But later that night, walking across campus, I felt it. That pressure on the back of your neck when you're being watched. I turned and saw a woman standing near the edge of the courtyard lights. She wore a university cheerleader outfit, like she'd walked out of a game day photo. She wasn't cheering. She was just staring. When our eyes met, she didn't look away. She didn't smile either. She stood perfectly still until I turned and kept walking, pretending I wasn't suddenly afraid of my own campus. My phone buzzed again. You looked right at me. Chapter 2. Messages that knew too much. Over the next week, the calls multiplied. Morning, afternoon, night. Always unknown. When I blocked one number, another appeared. The messages were worse. Nice hoodie today. You stayed late in the library. You take the back stairs when you're nervous. Details. Real details. I started changing routes, leaving buildings with crowds, checking windows before I slept. I told myself I was being dramatic, but my hands still shook when my phone lit up. I went to the university IT office and talked to a staff member, a woman in her late 20s with sharp eyes and a calm voice. She pulled up logs, checked headers, and frowned like she was piecing together a puzzle she didn't like. These are masked, she said. Not impossible, but not casual either. I also reported it to campus security. The guard on duty, a tired man with a practiced serious face, listened and took notes. He promised patrols and told me to call if I saw anyone. That night, I sat on my bed in my dorm, staring at my locked door. My phone vibrated with another message. Tomorrow, you'll come with me. Don't fight. I don't want to damage you. Damage you. I read it 3 times, trying to make it sound less insane. It didn't. It sounded exactly like what it was, someone talking about me like property. Outside in the hallway, I heard footsteps stop near my door. Then continue. My phone buzzed one more time. Good night. Chapter 3. The Van and the Attic. I tried to stay around people the next day. I skipped quiet corners. I didn't wear headphones. I kept my phone ready to dial emergency. IT didn't matter. That evening, I took a campus walkway I thought was safer, lit and open. Fog hung in the air like smoke. I saw a van parked near the curb. The side door was cracked open. I told myself to keep walking. I made it 3 steps before something sharp pressed into my side, hard enough to steal my breath. The voice, close to my ear, calm and excited at the same time. You came. I knew you would. I twisted, and I saw her, the same woman from the courtyard, in that cheerleader outfit. She held a gun like it belonged in her hand. Get in, she said. I didn't remember the exact moment I stepped into the van. I remembered the smell, cleaning chemicals and stale air. I remembered her eyes watching me the entire ride like I was the only thing on earth she wanted. When I came fully back to myself, I was being pushed through a skyscraper service corridor. Concrete walls. Fluorescent lights. Pipes overhead. The building felt empty, like it wasn't meant for people. She guided me up, then up again, until we reached a hatch that opened into an attic. The attic was a prison built from neglect. Dust. Exposed beams. Plastic sheeting. A single lamp. A small barred window showing city lights far below, too distant to help. She tied me down, then stepped back like an artist admiring her work. On a crate sat a laptop. The screen showed a chat window with fast-scrolling messages and usernames I didn't want to imagine. At the top was a timer. 3 days. She leaned close, voice sweet and sick. They want a show. I'm going to give them one. She tapped the screen. The chat erupted faster. Smile, she whispered, lifting the webcam toward me. You're famous now. Chapter 4. The Countdown. Time in that attic didn't move like real time. It crawled, broken into pieces, the hum of the laptop, the creak of the building, the soft clicks of her shoes as she paced. She was always armed. Always close enough that I could smell perfume under something metallic, like pennies. She treated the gun like a rule of nature, and she performed. When the laptop camera went live, she became someone else, louder and sharper. She posed beside me, made the chat laugh, made them pay attention. Sometimes she grabbed my chin and tilted my face toward the lens like she was presenting a prize. The messages on the screen were the worst part. Not just because they were cruel, but because they were eager. People asking for angles, asking for proof, asking how I begged when the timer got close. The countdown sat there the whole time, bright and absolute. 2 days, 1 day, 12 hours. I tried everything. Screaming, pleading, bargaining. She only reacted when I stopped. She liked when I looked defeated. She liked when I looked afraid, so I changed tactics. I watched. I learned. When she focused on the chat, she stopped scanning the room. When she adjusted the camera, her grip on the gun loosened. When she laughed, she forgot I was a person and not a trophy. I found a small metal shard on the floor, maybe from an old tool or a broken staple. I hit it and worked at my restraints in tiny movements, slow enough she wouldn't notice. Minutes bled into hours. The timer fell under 1 hour, and the air in the attic felt heavier, like the building itself was holding its breath. She leaned toward the laptop, excited, reading messages and typing back. Her attention narrowed into the screen, into the crowd that loved her. I pulled once, hard. The restraint loosened. I waited. The timer dropped under 10 minutes. She stood and paced, gun in hand, like she couldn't contain the moment. She looked at me and tilted her head. Say something, she demanded. Say you're mine. I didn't answer. She stepped closer, angry now, and for a second she glanced back at the laptop. That was the lapse. That was all I had. Chapter 5. The Run. I lunged. My shoulder slammed into her torso. The gun jerked upward, and for a heartbeat it wasn't pointing at me. My hands closed around it, and we struggled like animals in a trap. Her strength surprised me. Her grip was desperate, furious. But she didn't expect me to move like someone who had already accepted he was dead. I ripped the gun free. Her eyes widened, and for the first time she looked scared. I ran. I didn't stop to think. I didn't stop to breathe. I burst through the attic hatch and down into the stairwell, feet slipping on metal steps. Behind me, I heard her scream, not in fear but in rage. Then the sound that froze my blood, metal scraping. A huge knife flashed in the stairwell light as she came after me. She moved fast, almost laughing as she chased, like this was the real game and the countdown was just decoration. Come back, she shouted. You can't leave me. I hit a maintenance hallway, narrow and lined with pipes. Steam hissed from somewhere, fogging the air. I turned, gun shaking in my hands. She advanced with the knife raised, eyes locked on me like I was still her prey. Like the weapon in my hands didn't change anything. I backed up until the wall pressed against my shoulder. She took another step. I begged, once, through clenched teeth. Stop. She didn't. The next moments came in loud, sharp pieces. The recoil in my hands. The sound filling the hallway. Her body jerking with each shot. The knife clattering to the floor. When it was over, my ears rang, and the steam kept hissing like nothing had happened. I stood there shaking, staring at what I'd done, knowing there was no way to explain it with words alone. Then I ran again, down to the service exit, out into a rainy alley, gasping like I'd been underwater for 3 days. And somewhere above me, in that attic, the live stream was still running. Chapter 6. When the darkness went public. The police came fast, pulled by the gunshots, the building alarms, and the terrified call I barely managed to make with shaking fingers. Campus security arrived too. The same guard I'd spoken to before stood under flashing lights, staring at me like he couldn't decide if I was a victim or something worse. I didn't blame him. I probably looked like a criminal. I was holding a gun. My clothes were torn. My face was bruised. My voice kept cracking when I tried to speak. Then investigators found the attic. They found the restraints, the camera, the laptop, and the chat. What saved me wasn't luck or a perfect explanation. It was evidence. The recording was there, streaming to strangers who thought they were untouchable. The countdown, the threats. The moment she turned it into a show for an audience that wanted blood. The story spread fast after that. Faster than I could process. News outlets picked it up when officials confirmed a hidden network had been watching. People online argued and speculated, but the facts didn't bend. She had hunted me, trapped me, and set a timer like my life was a game. When the footage finally surfaced publicly, the world saw what I'd seen. And everyone understood the part that mattered most. I wasn't the predator, I was the one who got away. If you made it to the end, thank you for watching. If you want more dark web horror, stalker stories, and survival nightmares like this one, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, hit the like button, leave a comment with what you would have done in his place, and share this video with someone who loves scary stories.